Hello, 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 and welcome, my Libra Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to your To Be a Soulmate read for September, mid-September, mid-October 2020, or Timeless. I am your reader, Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions, Venus sign, Venus in Libra. By the way, the Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons, but you can call me Mal, and I'm very excited to be serving you today, Virgo, that I am, like I said, with Venus conjunct Mercury in Libra, third house. Great fun, great communicating fun, but really pleasurable for this particular type of read that we're doing. This is a new reading for my channel, one that the divine, my pantheons, revealed to me before I did them. An 11-card spread about helping you be a soulmate, hence the name To Be a Soulmate. I know it's very Prince and the Revolution, circa 19, right? I would die for you, right? Very much Purple Rain. But that being said, let's get down to business. My subscribers, please, thank you so very much. Thank you so very much for supporting, for subscribing, for commenting. You guys are helping me get there. My next goal really should be like 2,000 subscribers, but I'm really shooting for 30 so I can have the membership thing here so that I can do my extended readings that I do for Twin Flames and Soulmates and whatever else I feel like here instead of doing them on Vimeo, which I'll probably still keep my Vimeo account, but it'd be easier to do it all in one place, I think. But who knows, right? And if you're new to my channel, you feel like helping out, feel free, subscribe, like, comment, hit that notification bell, and I'm hoping to do more live streaming. It's just with private clients and these video readings and stuff, I just haven't had the energy for it, and I don't want to be half-assed. I want to give you the best that I got every single time. It's the Virgo in me. So, that being said, let's get down to this reading. Like I said, it's an 11-card spread, a general reading, right? Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, check your other signs, particularly in these, because your sun sign is going to get different information on how to be a soulmate than your moon sign, your rising, or your Venus, right? So different pieces of the puzzle. There are some links in the description box explaining what a soulmate contract is, hence being prepared to be in a soulmate contract is also what this reading does. It does three things, but it's all the same thing. One, answers the question, how can I be a mate to my own soul, which is all the self-love and self-healing and self-care, which is necessary. It's just necessary, because how the hell are you going to love somebody else if you don't love yourself? I think I got that backwards. Can I say amen? Amen. How can I be a soulmate in a soulmate contract? Usually we're talking about the romantic ones there, but they're not all romantic sexual. My mom and I are soulmates. In that sense, we help each other heal, which is the foundational clause of a soulmate contract. Or, if you like, how can I become a better soulmate in the soulmate contracts I'm already in, right? So all three of those questions can usually be answered in a spread of this nature. We're doing 2 healing systems, Caroline Myss archetype cards to start with, healing mantra deck, Matt Kahn to end with, and in between those we will have 1 card each from 3 different oracles, the Kuan Yin Oracle, the Blue Angel Oracle, and the Whispers of Love Oracle, all from Blue Angel Publishing. And we are going to get you 6 tarot cards, 3 from the Daughters of the Moon, 3 from the Mythic Tarot, simple past, present, future timeline, internal and external, divine feminine, divine masculine. We'll get there when we get there. What am I supposed to do? Live on a farm somewhere where there are no trucks backing up? I live in Holbrook. I live in Holbrook, Long Island. That comes with the territory, quite literally. So, focus on your breath, right? Air sign, focus on your breath. Stay in the present moment. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I will do the same to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace to the best of my ability. This is a lot of fun for me. These reads are really helpful so far, I've found for myself, and a few clients have reached out to me. So let's do this. Take a nice deep breath. All of the decks that I read are in the description box all the way at the bottom. We're going to start with the Caroline Myss deck, as I said. Let's get up in this gig. Breathe. My collective pantheons. It's so nice to talk to divine beings. Not that everybody isn't a divine being, except some people, please. My divine pantheons of angels, goddesses, gods, masters, and the higher selves of all involved. I need 1 card, just 1, a Caroline Myss archetype card, to represent the soul power being alchemized from lead to gold, from shadow to light, from toxic to healthy, for the Libra Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, mid-September to October or timeless, whenever they are supposed to be watching this, that they can become the soul mate, right? The mate of their own soul. Be prepared for the type of soulmate they've always wanted, and I should say, and not or, and be better soulmates in the soulmate contracts they already have for the well-being of all. Please, my collective pantheons, what do you got? Ooh, the warrior archetype. Now, the warrior archetype for Libra is interesting because there's a paradox there. Libra, ruled by Venus, Aphrodite, the goddess of love, her lover, Aries, A-R-I-E-S, is usually the warrior. Is always the warrior. Bang, bang, you've got the warrior. Yes, you are the warrior. Patti Smith, Patti Smith, very different artists, love them both. Really, I guess those are the two aspects of my personality right there, Patti Smith and Patti Smythe. The shadow attribute of the warrior archetype, trading ethical principles for victory at any cost. Yeah, not too unfamiliar with that on planet Earth. Indifference to the suffering inflicted by others. And this is why these soulmate contracts are really powerful. Though you never want to see that inside of yourself, you can certainly see it out in the world, right? Turn on the news. That's why these soulmate contracts are so important. You're helping each other heal. So the more you heal yourself through quantum entanglement, you're healing your soulmate. Plural, singular, plural, however you want to do that, and helping to eliminate that from the world, right? So look at that within yourself. Are you willing to win no matter what, and are you indifferent to the suffering of others? Now, probably not in every area of your life, but how are you at Yahtzee? Do you know what I mean? Like, how are you? Like, do you have that warrior energy come up inside of you? Like, if somebody, I don't know, says something about your kids, can tell the kind of people I was raised by. The light attribute, however, and this is what you're shooting for, strength, skill, discipline, and toughness of will, toughness of choice, right? It's like, all right, I'm going to do this. I'm not just going to say I'm going to plank for an hour a day and only do it for a minute, right? I'm going to do this. I'm going to be very, very tough with toughness of my own choices, really stick to it. Heroism, stoicism, and self-sacrifice in conquering the ego. Look, there are so many villains on the planet right now. Probably more than we've ever had before, and yet no one becomes a hero without going through a villainous phase. You have to learn how to abuse your power before you find the right use or righteous use of power. What better than a soulmate contract to iron that stuff out, right? I mean, Joker and Harley, definitely twin flame contract. Trying to think of a soulmate contract between villains. Can't think of any right now off the top of my hat. Oh, Mr. J. Let's talk to Miss KW, Miss Kuan Yin here, the Kuan Yin Oracle for the Divine Feminine energy, right? Within you, not just somebody else, your own masculine feminine energy we're going to look at here with the Kuan Yin Oracle and the Blue Angel Oracle. Take a nice deep breath. My beloved Kuan Yin. Chinese Bodhisattva, some say goddess of compassion. Please, I need one card for the Libra Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, mid-September, mid-October 2020, or timeless. What's your point of view of what they need to be a soulmate, mate of their own soul, better soulmate in their soulmate contracts, or to prepare them for the soulmate that they've always had written in their hearts, have always yearned for and wanted for? Please, one card in clarity, Kuan Yin. The Tao. The Tao. Now, it is spelled T-A-O, not D-O-W. D-O-W is a chemical company. D-A-O is everything. Right? Once the Tao is named, it is no longer the Tao, but they named it anyway. Because you gotta call it something. Otherwise, it would just be Di Ching, not Tao. Di Ching. Really. My mother would have loved it if I was a comparative religion scholar, but, you know, I'm too cute for that, apparently. 38. Card number 38. In my sense of humor, I will never take myself that seriously. You should see me on Scruff, though. The Tao. Card number 38. The Tao is always flowing, always nourishing life into creation, always presenting steps and solutions, and always reminding us that we are perfection in this moment. You are being guided to relax and allow life to flow. Now, I'm going to read more about that, but like you don't usually think of a warrior archetype relaxing and going with the flow, allowing the Tao to unfold, unless we're talking about Dan Millman's Peaceful Warrior. If you haven't read The Peaceful Warrior by Dan Millman, what are you waiting for? It's a classic. He wrote other books beyond that. His teacher, Socrates. Yeah, go check it out. I'm going to read the rest of this, just the first paragraph, and then the prayer at the end of this section. Beloved, you are being invited into a more advanced spiritual classroom of the soul. See, this is why I love this spread already. Sometimes we think that the more advanced means more effort, and yet in spiritual matters, as we mature, we become more able to stop attempting to control and direct from our more limited perspective, and instead become open to receiving and being directed by higher forces, which include our own divine essence at one with the source of all. So that is tricky. That is really tricky. Well, you know, the air signs and the fire signs are masculine gendered, right? It's just they are. I didn't make the astrological system. Don't drag me through the road because of that. The earth and the water, the feminine. So do you think of a masculine energy just in terms of a Libra with a warrior archetype? The warrior is it the wild? It's either the wild card or the action family. I can't remember each, because warrior is not masculine or feminine in and of itself. But in terms of the yang aspect, I'm pretty sure it's the action family, if not the wild card. But then to say that you need to be aware of the Tao within you, right? That the guidance, the grace, that you're enough. And that as you're moving into a different level of learning where it's more about allow, yes, receive information and act on it, but that toughness of will might be still and know, all is well. Be still and know, I am God. Landscapers, hey, that's fine. It's their job. I think it's about to rain. That's why they're trying to get this all done. Let's turn to the divine masculine aspect of this. Oh, can we please get a round of applause for the Blue Angel Oracle and Archangel Michael? Somebody finally drew him correctly. Look at him. Look at him. Oh, so hot. Well, he is the angel of the south, powers of fire. Shall we? Watch how I turn into a 15-year-old girl as I breathe. Hi, Archangel Michael. Hello. He's my boyfriend. Or at least I want him to be. Archangel Michael, please. You with a great sense of humor, too. Please, one card in clarity for the Libra Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Mid-September, mid-October, or timeless. What do they need from your point of view? What do they need to know about? What do they need to look at in terms of their external world, perhaps? Their own masculine energy. You got the Tao and the Yin, right? What's the card to show them what's going on in the Yang, what's coming out of them or what's going on around them, so that they can be a soulmate, right? So that they can mate their own soul, so that they can be a better soulmate in their own soulmate contracts, or be prepared for the soulmate contract that they've been waiting for lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, right? We've been working on these for a very, very long time, Archangel Michael. So from your archangelic perspective, what does the Libra Collective need? Lightship Earth. The party has been turned. Personal and planetary healing. See, this is what I was saying before. These soulmate contracts are really important because, right, it's like, I want my soulmate. And look, in the 80s, and Jess Stern wrote a book called Soulmates, right? Back in the 80s, and the ego ran with it, right? Not what he said, or she said. I think it's a he, Jess Stern, don't remember. Sorry. But people like, oh, and it became like the highest form of spiritual codependence there ever was. Oh, I need my soulmate. Like I'm a half of a soul looking for another half. No. Soulmates are pre-incarnational agreements written into the lives you take before you are even incarnate in them to help the soul heal and help others heal, right? It's the bottom line of a soulmate contract is you help each other heal. Twin flame, you teach each other how to heal yourselves, which if you look at the fine print sucks, right? So let me read this. Lightship Earth, personal and planetary healing, because the more you are helping yourself heal, helping each other heal, what is that, card number 40? Because of the quantum entanglement of unity, which really there is no quantum entanglement if we're all essentially one, depends on which side of unity you want to look at that from, then as you heal, you are helping the planet, humanity, all living beings, not just humans, heal as well. And that's why I think we have that the drive to have a happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual soulmate contract is, yeah, maybe there's some ego and personality stuff in there if it's an itch that hasn't been scratched. But I think on an even larger scale here, there's this deeper knowing, we may not have it up here, but it's in here, that we're helping the planet heal through this. This isn't selfish. This isn't a narcissistic need to have somebody, right? It's not that codependent starvation. It's understanding that we're going to accelerate the healing of planet Earth by helping each other heal. And that's why it's not all romantic sexual. But you can have the romantic sexual, but how are you in your other soulmate contracts? Card number 40, Lightship Earth. Personal and planetary healing. Earth is a living consciousness which is currently being flooded with higher vibrational energies. Yes. These very same energies are also flowing through you. Double yes. In being aware of this, you will be better able to integrate these new energies, right? So just to be aware that the planet is being raised in vibration and you are part and parcel of that process. Keep an open heart and mind, and you will see this time as a joyful one. Now, your heart's got to be really open for that, and your mind's got to really be open for that, considering 2020 in general. Do not allow yourself to be drawn into the fear that exists. However, you can allow yourself to soothe yourself in that fear by being the mate of your own soul. The child archetype, the child of our hearts, the inner child, whatever you want to call it, our innocence, probably terrified by a lot of what's going on. Do the inner child work. Allow that child to be loved. Be the mate. In other words, be the soul that mates with that innocence of your own heart that might be terrified. This is a time of personal and planetary healing. You and the earth are moving toward higher states of awareness. Hello. Oh my God, we would have all been burned at the stake for just talking about this stuff. Because it was a good thing they didn't have YouTube back in the burning times. Imagine the earth in your mind's eye. Close your eyes. Imagine the earth in your mind's eye. Send love and light to everyone, to every living thing, every blade of grass, and every atom of light. Send your self-love. Send love to your friends and family and to those who have passed away. Wish them all a happy return, for we shall all reappear in the future. And though this time will never come again, it will also never cease. That's pretty deep. A little, a quote from Walt Whitman. And that my soul embraces you this hour, and we affect each other without ever seeing each other, and never perhaps to see each other, is every bit as wonderful. And that the moon spins around the earth, and on with the earth is equally wonderful. And that they balance themselves with the sun and stars is equally wonderful. Walt Whitman. It's unity consciousness. Do you see the importance of soulmates? Do you see that it's not just about having a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a lover or a husband, someone to take care of you? Be the mate of your own soul. You're learning how to take care of yourself and help each other heal. Symbiotic. Yeah, go watch some of the links in the description box, particularly the Matt Kahn one, Soulmates, what is it called? Soul Contracts, Twin Flames, and Soulmates Redefined. Genius work, in my opinion. I've been doing this shit a long time. Let's get you your third Oracle card. This one I won't be reading from the book because you don't need to with the Whispers of Love Oracle. Club 96. Whisper of Love. We're going to get the voices of the higher selves of all involved. Yours and perhaps anyone else you might be dealing with in a contract. Breathe. A soulmate contract, yes, hello, the higher selves of all involved, possibly my own included. I mean, I don't really see myself as a warrior, but I get the Tao and Lightship Earth. I mean, I guess we all have access to all archetypes in the collective unconscious. I am the warrior, bang bang. Let's see, one card in clarity, please, for the Libra Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, mid-September to mid-October 2020, what they need. What is the whisper of love, the piece of information, inspiration, or insight that they need from our higher selves in this, to be the better soulmates, to be the soulmates that we were meant to be, September, October 2020, or timeless? Be willing to express love. When we express love, we begin to receive more love. Now, I have to say, in that little practice prayer thing that we did in the Blue Oracle for the planetary healing, we did just that. We expressed love. Now, sometimes it's not about it coming out your mouth. It could be throat chakra in that you choose. I send you love. I send you love. I send you love. Prayer is the medium of miracles, a means of communication between creation and creator. Through prayer, love is received, and through miracles, love is expressed. Course in Miracles, 50 Miracle Principles, number 11. Because I'm a Virgo. So yeah, be willing to express love. Willing. Throat chakra is willpower. Mental power, emotional power, willpower. Getting all of that in alignment so that you can make, ready? Loving, wise, empowered choices and decisions. How are you expressing love? Now, expressing love like a warrior, bang, bang. You know, that's tricky. But it's coming from this place of the Tao, that you don't have to work so hard. This is something that's more of a flow. Your own healing is intricately interwoven, if not the same thing as the holographic healing of planet Earth. So be willing to express your love. When we express love, we begin to receive more love. That's, again, that happens instantly. The moment you express love, the love fills you up and moves through you. It's just how it works. Giving and receiving are one in truth. Also, A Course in Miracles, which seems to be orbiting my head for you all today. One side of the table done, let's get to the other side of the table. We're going to take 3 Daughters of the Moon Tarot and see what's going on for you in a simple timeline inside the yin, the divine feminine, right? Your thoughts, your emotions, your moods, your even your physiological stuff could be indicated here with earth cards. And then we will lay 3 on top of that for the external, the yang. Now what I'm going to do is put all 6 out and then flip them past, present, future. Let's see. Nice deep breath, please. My goddesses, Aphrodite in particular, please. I need 3 cards, a simple timeline for the Libra Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, so that they can learn to be the soulmates that they are destined to be. Mid-September, mid-October 2020, please. My goddesses, Aphrodite in particular, where have they been in all of this? A card for the past, please. Just leave it in my hand, my beloved, my matron for this year. We got that one down. Please, for the present moment-ish, where are they in the present, and where are they headed in this becoming a soulmate journey? Nope, that's 2. Please just leave it in my hand. Where are they headed? The future card here for the Libra Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, mid-September, mid-October 2020, or timeless. Let's quickly get these guys down. These tend not to stick as much. My gods, please, the divine masculine, the divine yang, what's going on outside of them? Please clarify this simple timeline in the past for the Libra Collective. Nope, I don't take kickers, and those are 2 anyway. I get that warrior energy from that, though, please. 1 card for the past for this soulmate journey that the Libra Collective is on. For the external, the yang, one where they are now-ish, give or take a day or 2, perhaps, and where they are headed in this being a soulmate journey. 2020, September, October 2020 are timeless. Well. In the past, in the inner, the yin, you got the 2 of Cups. You know what that means. That's a romance card. That's the attraction, right? You don't usually get 2 of Cups with a family member. Right? No. This feels good, but on the outside, there's the 5 of Cups. Now you got water and water there. So we're definitely looking at an emotional past here. One where there was a connection there, but that it got upset. There's still a cup remaining, though. The other 4 have been spilt. An emotional upset, usually by something being revealed. Like a deception, right? Or another person or something like that. So whether or not you have resolved that 2 of Cups is going to be depending on who is watching this. But I don't get it's just that's a feeling of just simple attraction. Like, ooh, I like you. Right? Like, I like Chris Hemsworth, but that doesn't mean, I'm upset that he's happy with other women. whatever. You know what I mean? It's like, that's not a Five of Cups. This is a disappointment. This could be a heartbreak. Now, not a major arcana thing. A major arcana card would have come up. The Tower would have been a good one for that. But we're looking at an emotional upset here. And it feels like somebody did run away. I mean, this is the myth of Eros and Psyche, where she discovers he is a god. And he flees for his, I don't know, well, it's a long story. Go read the myth, Eros and Psyche. And Psyche being the word in Greek for the soul, which is where we get psychology from. You with me? Where are you right now? What did I just say about the Tower? Well, that's the card in the outside, so expect a rapid change of some kind, being struck by lightning, being struck by truth, one that restores balance in terms of justice. Now, I will say there are, you can't really see it in this light perhaps, I fixed the lighting, by the way. If you watched the previous 6 in this series, it was like doing it on the sun. This is a little bit better. We got the scales over here, definitely a sign of what? Libra, right? It's the Libra card. Well, on the inner, you're coming into a place of internal balance, but you, probably as a result of some information or some instantaneous change that balances the scales. Now, I do feel like with this Two of Cups, there was some inequity, an imbalance, if you will, in the relationship where maybe it's unrequited love. Like I said, there's just something that was unfair here. And in the words of Matt Kahn, of course, the world is unfair because it's perfect. It's not fair or unfair, it's perfect, but from the point of view of the soul, the evolution of the soul. So your soul says, oh, all this heartbreak is perfect. We're going to really get to heal things for ourselves and all of humanity. And you're like, yeah, fun soul. When you can really maybe get hit by that lightning, but it brings something into balance. Or it's the justice on the inside that brings the Tower on the outside, because that's the holographic nature. We used to say, well, as a man thinketh, so he shall be. But cause and effect in the fifth dimension, it's a different experience. It's simultaneous. That cause and effect are one in truth. Giving and receiving are one in truth. Which, wow, brings you to the Nine of Flames on the inside. Now, the Nine of Flames, the Nine of Wands, is usually considered... You got your wands, what you doing, right? So you're maybe are conserving your energy to make it over the hill to your 10 of Wands, right? Your fulfillment of your desire. But the journey does continue, and you might very well be guarded. You might be watching your back, having just perhaps been struck by lightning, so to speak. The balance of fairness inside, internal equilibrium is restored as the result of the Tower. Now, I don't feel like you're in that justice and then the Tower strikes. It feels like if we were to put both of these energies together, divine intervention that not just changes things on the outside, which certainly the Tower is doing because we're using this deck for it to look at the outside stuff, but somehow it balances something on the inside. It could be a moment of enlightenment that changes everything. But that says, okay, well, now I know. Now I know everything has changed, but now I know. Now I'm in balance. I've got what I need. I'm going to conserve my energy for that last push to make it over the hill, which is all about your wish fulfillment. The Nine of Cups, right? Oh, sorry, Seven of Cups, not the Nine of Cups, Seven of Cups. That your options. You have many, many options. Now, here's the story, right? You've got Two Cups cards here, the Two of Cups and the Seven of Cups. This is a journey, then, of emotional upset, right? The Five... keep saying the two. The Five of Cups here in the outside, then you would have the 6 and the 7. So there is some sort of progression here. So in the outside with this 7 of Cups, you really are given options. Here, Psyche is praying to Aphrodite, the mother of Eros, the man she is already married to, right? To get her approval. And she says, well, you can get my approval, but you got to do this and this and this and this, or never see him again or die. In other words, she presents her soon-to-be daughter-in-law, technically already daughter-in-law, options. So you might be girding your loins here as you are moving on, or moving on to better what? Options that could bring you to that Nine of Cups, that wish fulfillment. So slow it down. This card of the Tao. This is not about working so hard. They just popped it into my head. It's like, go with the flow. Watch the movie. Let the lightning strike. It's a good thing. Let the change happen. It's going to clarify you in a way where then you have that that momentum. The Wanderer is the name of this card. Inside of you, your inspiration pulls you forward, and yet you have options to explore. I don't see a major change in decision right now, so much as it could be a couple of people show up. Maybe they're all soulmates. Maybe they're all twin flames. Maybe they're a combo of both. But you get to take the journey either way. Digging that. Glad I have Venus in Libra. I hope that's about me too. We'll see. What, you think I don't watch these readings later? I give it a week, and then I watch them. I go, ooh, ooh, yeah. Yeah, what? The Ascended Masters will be giving us our last card down here, the Healing Mantra deck. That even if you forget everything else here, which remember what you can, certainly, and I do recommend watching these a little bit later, because being a soulmate ain't a once and done. That's an ongoing soulmate journey. At least you can take the mantra with you. Try it a couple of times a day. See how it feels no matter what it is. Breathe. Okay, they're like both feet on the floor. Okay, fine. Sticklers. Incoming lightning. Okay, my Ascended Masters of Soulmate Contracts, please, one card in clarity. For the Libra Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, mid-September, mid-October, what is the healing mantra they need to be a soulmate? To be a mate of their own soul, to be a better soulmate in the contracts that already exist for them as soulmate contracts, as well as how to be prepared, how to be a soulmate for the happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual, romantic contract, if that's the one that they've been really working for. Not everybody is, but that they can be a soulmate in all of these ways simultaneously. What is their perfect mantra, please, my Ascended Masters of Soulmate Contracts? Balancing the brain. You got a lot of balance here, Libra. I can be and do all at once. Now, there's no point in holding up this card. You can't see that. That's the card. Yeah, let's put white ink on pastel background. I get it. It's love and light. It just doesn't read on camera. Balancing the brain. And this is very yin and yang. It's very masculine, feminine balance, which we all need, right? Again, divine feminine, divine masculine. What you going to say, what you going to do, right? Because some days you're going to be like, rah, 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 yeah. How do you balance those two? Sorry, I was born with sound effects. I can be and do all at once. When the brain is balanced, you are no longer bouncing back and forth between being and doing. And I think this is really representative, again, in the first two cards down. The Warrior, more the doing, and the Tao, more the being, right? To allow things to unfold. Everything that you need is being given to you. This is not about effort and struggle. You allow each action to be expressed from a space of mindfulness, peace, and ease. In other words, from the being comes the doing, right? The divine feminine gives birth to the divine masculine, if you like. In a balanced brain, each inner battle has been won. In a balanced brain, each inner battle has been won, which does sort of point to this warrior archetype, and maybe that battle is about, do I express love or not, which is more yang expression. It is easier to navigate around those whose minds are still entrenched in conflict. From this space, you are able to do all that needs to be done while operating from your soul's natural state of being. So, in the olden days, you had to shave your head and change your name and walk 1,000 miles and move into an ashram or in a cave or, in the woods as a hermit in order to connect with your soul. Well, now the planet needs us to connect with our soul where we are, because it's not that we have a soul. We are a soul. We are souls that were chosen to incarnate in these lives, to play out these contracts for our own development. And as we develop and heal personally, it heals the planet and all sentient life, even trees. Yeah, even the green. It's a very Swamp Thing, but, the green. Oh dear. This mantra is ideal for reducing stress at work. Again, that thing of not working so hard, allowing it to unfold. Being a more mindful parent and increasing levels of accountability. Because accountability in this context would mean, okay, how did this happen? Well, what do I do about it now? From the inner to the outer, balancing the brain, I can be and do all at once. Let's pop up the picture and see what else they show me now that all the puzzle pieces are on the table. Let's have at it. Nice deep breath. Magic clap. We've got the warrior archetype in its shadow, trading ethical principles for victory at any cost. And people will do that in a relationship to win, right? Whatever winning means. Indifference to the suffering inflicted on others, and sometimes indifference to the suffering inflicted on themselves. Win at any cost. However, the light attribute, strength, skill, discipline, and toughness of will, heroism, stoicism, and self-sacrifice in conquering the ego. So that doesn't mean you don't feel what you're feeling. It just means you don't act on it, hence the balancing of the brain, right? And then we're looking there at the card of the Tao. Kuan Yin is saying, look, everything that you need is inside of you. The unnameable totality of all that life, of all of life, exists within you. This is pointing directly towards unity consciousness, that you are in a higher level of education, a higher schoolroom, where mating with your own soul is going to be a lot easier as you rest and allow, instead of, well, let me do some EFT tapping, and then I'll do Zen underwater basket weaving, and then I'll do, I don't know, kale, super blue, green algae enema, and then I'll like do yoga for 18 hours, you know. Relax. Like it really is saying in the internal, relax, which totally goes with that balancing the brain, I can be and do all at once. Because Lightship Earth, from Archangel Michael's perspective, your personal healing is part of the planetary healing, which is why you incarnated in the first place this time around. Sure, we've had other lifetimes where it was moving us towards that, but now we're really in it. We are in the crucible. We are going through the transformation and the healing collectively, though it is messy as fuck. You play a role in that through your own personal healing, which is, of course, related to you being a mate to your own soul and being a better soulmate in your existing contracts, as well as being prepared if you have not had that soulmate partner for a reason, a season, or a lifetime yet, or have and want another. You're being prepared for that, but in a larger purpose. So be willing to express love. When you express love, you begin to receive more love. So it's really that being and doing all at once. Now, looking again at the personal timeline here, the simple timeline, 2 of Cups with 5 of Cups in the past. On the inner, strong attraction, the whirlpool, really drawn towards this person and them to you. Does feel mutual, but with the 5 of Cups, there might have been some emotional upset, some drama, some misunderstandings, or something revealed, a truth revealed where things were not as they appeared to be. Moving you into the present moment here with the insides, the yin being justice, ma'at, the weighing of your heart, coming into some sort of internal balance, while on the outside, the card of the Tower delivers lightning. Something is destroyed so that it can be rebuilt on a more solid foundation. Now, could it be that this attraction in the 2 of Cups gets destroyed, yet brought somehow into equilibrium and balance so that it can be rebuilt? Well, in terms of the 9 of Flames on the inner and the 7 of Cups in your future position here, you are looking at a bit of defensiveness, conserving your energies, not working so hard. Slow and steady wins the race to get you over this last hump to that 10 of Flames, right? The 10 of Wands, which would be in this deck, the Hora, Hava Nagila, Bar Mitzvah, Bat Mitzvah, Jewish wedding. It could be that this relationship in the 2 of Cups in the past position, you're not quite there yet, but with the 7 of Cups, at least you have options, and that could be options within the relationship itself, right? If it's a soulmate contract, it's going to be symbiotic. It could say, well, how about we start, instead of you moving in day 1, how about we start over? Now, that could also be seen as the Ace of Cups, but I'm saying that's an option. Let's not just be friends. If this is romantic, then all right, well, I'm building myself up to, let me consider my options here. I'm not quite there yet. At that 10 of Flames, but let's look at what our options are and move forward. And at the end of the day, you can be and do all at once. You don't have to plan this out. You don't have to anticipate every possible outcome from every possible option or choice that you have in front of you. Yes, there is an important sorting process here for you, but your soul already knows what the best thing is for you. So to get that mantra, I can be and do all at once, it is sort of surrendering it to the soul and saying, look, you show me of all these options, what's the one you want me to take as the personality, as the player, right? The player in the game. So that this can be done with accountability, right? That you are coming into a place of balance, but as a result of some kind of radical change, either a piece of news comes in with that tower, or really something physically happens that just really reestablishes your balance within yourself. But either way, this is not about whether or not you end up with somebody. This is about whether or not you are willing to do what is necessary, the healing necessary for your own personal healing, to contribute to the planetary healing, being willing to express love, knowing that you can be and do all at once. Like, I get it. I want to clarify something, though, because it just shot into my head. Soulmate contracts aren't always the primrose path, right? My mom and I, soulmate contracts since birth, right? I came in to heal her, she came in to heal me. It's the foundation of a soulmate contract. But that doesn't mean we didn't fight. Are you kidding? I was hell on earth to raise. My nickname is Mal. It means evil, right? I was an evil teenager, right? In the 80s without cell phones and no proof. I got away with a lot you don't even know about. But we've always had our arguments and our disagreements, but they always work themselves out. And that's what this feels like. This feels like if there is really a one-on-one relationship, a soulmate contract here that is romantic in nature, sure, there was upset in the past, and you might not be ready to just everybody come back with open arms, but it feels like you're moving in that direction, and you don't have to work so hard at this. In other words, the warrior in you might want to put out a strategy and get it done no matter what, and instead to just kind of, right, it's right here, right? Heroism, stoicism, and self-sacrifice and conquering the ego. In other words, the ego's has all sorts of agendas, but when it comes down to the Seven of Cups in your future position, you're going to really, really want the input of the soul to be and do all at once, and to be accountable for the choices that you make. So there you have it, my darlings. May the Libra collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs be blessed with all that they need to be a soulmate mid-September to mid-October 2020. That they may heal, that they may flow with the Tao, that they may be willing to express love as the warriors that they are, being and doing all at once for their healing, the healing of all humanity, and for the well-being of all concerned in their soulmate contracts. So mote it be. And so it is. Thank you for watching. Again, please do like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and comment, because it helps people see my work, and I'm sure there are other Libras out there that might benefit from this. Cool, cool. Wishing you all the very best and the very blessed of it all, my darlings. Hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.